Mind, a World Mental Health Day virtual forum. I'm Klaire Dulay and I'll be your host for today. So to all our viewers, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Alam ko, maraming busy sa inyo sa school, sa work, at sa iba niyo pang mga deadlines. Kaya naman salamat at pinili niyong samahan kami sa aming Facebook Live ngayong hapon na to. I promise that this will be worthwhile and it's going to be a very exciting and informative day as we will be joined by pioneering women and ambassadors of mental health awareness in the country. O di ba? Siguradong marami tayong matututunan ngayon. Kaya kilalanin na natin ang mga makakasama natin ngayong hapon na to. Later, we'll have the National Chairperson of Youth for Mental Health Coalition Incorporated, Ms. Aliana Lagasca. We also have a celebrity doctor na I'm sure kilala niyong lahat because she's also a mental health advocate, Dr. Gia Season. And finally, one of the most beloved Binibining candidates this year, Binibining Pilipinas second runner-up, Stacy Daniela Gabriel. O diba? Sobrang exciting. Kaya naman sa lahat ng viewers namin ngayon, please feel free to like and share our virtual forum using the hashtags MindYourMind and City of Firsts. Please invite your family and friends to watch so we can open a discussion on mental health na isang topic na alam kong a lot of us probably don't have a lot of knowledge on, or we have so many questions on. So feel free to raise your mental health related questions later and comment it in the comment section. And after the talks of our guests, they will be addressing all your questions during the Q&A segment. And if meron naman kayong mga nagustuhang quotable quotes o learnings mula sa ating speakers, please click the react button and send us some love. Diba? Alam ko marami na akong sinabi at alam ko excited na kayong ma-meet ang ating guest speakers this afternoon. So I think it's time that we introduce our lovely guests. Let's begin. Our first speaker is a mental health warrior who gave inspiration to many during her campaign in the recently concluded Binibining Pilipinas pageant. She's been very vocal about her struggles during the pandemic and how she was able to overcome her anxiety and depression. And it's been part of the reason why she joined pageantry, to be the voice of those who fell silent during the pandemic. So please welcome Binibining Pilipinas second runner-up, Stacy Daniela Gabriel. All right, thank you so much, Ms. Stacy, for that very inspiring story, for sharing with us your personal journey. Alam ko maraming nakaka-relate sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. So again, to all our viewers, please share this Facebook Live to your friends, to your family, anyone you know who's struggling about their mental health. So we'll be sure to keep in mind the 3 tips that you shared with us to help us with our mental health. Again, that's to exercise, practice self-care, and meditate. And hopefully this will help us with our mental health. To all our viewers, please feel free to comment down below your mental health related questions and we'll address those later with the help of our guest speakers. And don't forget also to share our virtual forum this afternoon with the hashtags MindYourMind and City of Firsts. Now, after that insightful talk, I think it's now time for us to get updates or know more about the status of the mental health bill in the country. As you all know, the first Mental Health Act legislation in the history of the Philippines has been signed into law on June 21, 2018. Pero 4 years later, ano na nga ba ang naging progress nito? So here with us this afternoon is one of the persons behind the passing of the Mental Health Act in the country. Please welcome National Chairperson of Youth for Mental Health Coalition Incorporated, Ms. Aliana Lagasca.
Isang mapagpalayang araw po sa ating lahat. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Ms. Aliana, for sharing with us the developments in the mental health landscape in the country. Naku, napakarami ko nga natutunan at nalaman sa mga scenario ngayong hapon na to. But before I let you go, alam ko mamaya pa ang ating Q&A. Kung pwede lang ako mag-squeeze ng very, very quick question. Kasi medyo curious ako dahil na-discuss nyo kanina kung gaano kaganda at karami yung nakapaloob dun sa ating Mental Health Act. No? So siguro to summarize lang din everything you shared, yung mga yung mga share nyo kanina sa atin na ano na yung mga nagawa nyo, ano yung mga tapos natin. On a scale of 1 to 10, in terms of implementation, sa tingin nyo, nasaan ang Pilipinas right now sa pag-i-implement ng ating Mental Health Act?
Ang hirap naman ng tanong mo, Claire.
Ano, very quick na
Sige.
lang.
Maybe, I'll be really honest. No?
Maraming salamat. Siguro kahit medyo malayo pa, at least na getting there.
Yes,
Nandun na
getting there.
tayo. Correct.
Baby steps.
Correct. Kaya maraming salamat din no, sa Araneta City for holding this virtual forum. I'm sure maraming matutulungan to. Lalo yung mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, ngayong hapon na to. So, eto actually marami-rami na akong questions na nakikita sa comment section. So, sa ating mga viewers, kung kayo rin po ay may mga tanong about mental health, comment below your queries or speakers can address it during our Q&A segment. You can also share our virtual forum using the hashtags Mind Your Mind and City of First. Again, maraming salamat po ulit, Ms. Aliana Lagasca. Later, babalikan po namin kayo, makakasama po ulit namin kayo para sa aming Q&A session. Now, given the knowledge shared to us by Ms. Aliana, I think we're now ready to hear some tips and advice from a professional on how to give ourselves the break that we need and how to maximize time for ourselves. Naku, kailangan natin to kasi sure ako lahat ng mga nanonood dito, marami ring ganap sa life, 'di ba? So paano nga ba natin papangalagaan ang ating sarili? Paano ba tayo magkakaroon ng time para sa atin? So I'm happy to introduce our next speaker who is a multi-hyphenate, ika nga nila. She's a celebrity doctor, a podcaster, a host who has her own talk show on CNN Philippines entitled G Talks, and who has gained a lot of fans and followers due to her witty and insightful consultations. She uses her podcast to narrate all her experiences in life as a doctor, as a mom, as a breast cancer survivor, and as a staunch advocate for mental health awareness. So I'm privileged to introduce to all of you Dr. Gia Season.
Hello, Claire. And sasagutin po na. So back to you, Claire.
All right, thank you so much, Doc Gia, for the helpful advice, for that very insightful talk. Alam nyo, sobrang kailangan to ng lahat, especially now with the fast-paced lifestyle that we have. Same lang with Aliana, sisingit lang din ako ng maikling tanong, no, Doc Gia. Kasi I think isang recurring item na mentioned across all three talks case, Miss Stacy, Miss Aliana, and sa inyo po, Doc Gia, is yung self-care. And I know you mentioned doon mga items about self-care, but siguro to help lang din people know ano ba yung mga signs na dapat namin i-watch out para alam namin na, uy, parang medyo deprived na ako sa self-care. Uy, kailangan ko na palang mag-practice ng self-care. Siguro mga easy signs lang na dapat namin i-watch out.
Siguro one word. If you're getting tired already, you find yourself, so at the end of the day, parang pagod ka, wag mo nang pagurin pa yung pagod. Parang, alam mo yon, parang it's enough na i-acknowledge mo na, okay, pagod na ako. Pahinga muna ako. Kasi that step, mahirap pa eh. Kasi tayo, pagod na ako. Pero sige, try ko pa rin. You know, yung mga ganyan, yung mga giving it a chance. But for me talaga, it's a practice na we have to already start, acknowledging that we're tired and that, hindi kawalan ang to take a break. Diba? So, yun yung take ko dyan. Yung sa sarili mo, pagod ka na.
Thank you so much, Doc Gian. Kailangan ko yung tandaan. Kailangan ko yung tandaan. Kailangan ko yung i-practice, no? Alright, so to all our viewers, now's your time to shine. You can comment all your questions regarding mental health because our guests, Ms. Aliana Lagasca and Dr. Gia Season, are very much willing to address your questions. So, tumatanggap pa kami ng mga questions sa ating Facebook comment section, pero meron na kaming a few questions dito na babasahin. So, the first one is a question to Ms. Aliana from Weiwei Ang. Pwede po bang erase ang mental health loss sa office bullying? Thank you.
Ay, salamat po doon sa question, no? Pero bago ko siguro sagutin clear yung question, gusto ko lang dagdagan yung sinabi ni Doc Gia kanina.
Yes.
Isa siya actually panawagan, no, para sa lahat, lalo na dun sa ating mga youth leaders ngayon, na wala nang ibang ginawa kung hindi lumaban para sa better landscapes in the Philippines, no. It's the pandemic and all of the certain socio-economic, political, cultural issues in the country ay napakahirap naman talaga na i-address at this time. So I'm hoping na lahat talaga ay nagbibigay ng pahinga para ako natamaan ng very, very light na Doc G. Pero,
Ano yun
well,
talaga, Yana?
ay para po ba sa akin yun? Pero definitely, no, I hope everyone gets enough rest also, despite all of the challenges and the problems that we're trying to resolve. But anyways, ayun, moving back to the question, no, actually, when we also discuss specific mental health in general, no, kasama na din, of course, dito, yung iba't ibang concerns. Kasama na din doon yung bullying, no? Hindi lamang sa office, but in all of the other spaces that we are in. Kunwari, yung cyberbullying, no? And even school bullying, no? Definitely all of those will influence, no, the way you perceive yourself or kung paano ka mag-interact with the other people. And later on, it will affect your mental well-being. So when we were creating yung memorandum with the Department of Labor and Employment, it's also something that we raised to them. That's why it's also part of one of the concepts, no, na kinakailangan ma-address ng mental health program ng ating mga workplaces. Yeah.
All right,
So
thank you so much.
definitely everything mental health, we have the mental health law to also help us with that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Aliana. And also, thank you to Miss Wei Ang for that question. Proceed na tayo sa next one. Kay Doc Gia naman. How can self-expression help improve mental health? So that's a question from Sir Leroy Pelaez.
It's actually a start kasi we start with self-awareness kasi. Again, we identify our needs and then we have to learn somewhere, somehow, to express them. Kasi mahirap the more kasi you suppress the way you feel, it will catch up double. So it actually will help improve our mental health if we learn how to open up more. Hindi ko sinasabi kasi may mga ibang tao talaga na doesn't prefer to. But it actually helps improve, when you express yourself and how you feel. So, ayun, sana nakatulong ako sa question ni Leroy.
All right, thank you so much, Doc Gia. Another question po for you. How can I support my friend who is struggling with mental health? Ito naman ay nanggagaling kay Sir Car Emanon Salen.
Hello, Eman. So, maraming salamat. So, for Eman, ito, one word lang, listen. A lot of our friends or a lot of individuals really just need someone to, who can listen to them with no judgment. Kasi minsan, naka-autopilot na tayo na pagka nakikinig tayo, meron tayong automatic response. Or nakikinig tayo, meron na nagpo-formulate na advice sa atin. When most of the time, ang kailangan lang ng kausap natin is someone who will listen to the way they feel. So for me, how can you be of support? To listen, no? And also to try to find out what your friend needs. So, yun. Yun yung aking answer doon.
Mhm. God. And singit na question lang, Doc Gia. Siguro kapag ganon, advisable ba na tinatanong natin yung person na nag-share sa atin na parang, okay, so for this one, do you want me to listen or do you want me to give advice? Parang ganon. Mayroon ba, dapat ba tinatanong natin sa kanila ano yung approach na gusto nilang, or ano yung response na gusto nilang makuha from us?
Siguro
Advisable.
it's more of, yes, you can ask that, no? Yung, do you want my advice? Or better yet, a question na ganito, how can I be of help? Paano ako makakatulong? Yung ganon. And then, malalaman nila na it will actually open a lot of doors. So kung kailangan yan ng advice, magsasabi yan. Or magsasabi yan na parang, wala, kailangan ko lang na may makinig sa akin. So madaming yan. So but it all starts with asking the person what does he or she need na makaka-support sa kanya at that present moment.
Ganda, ganda. Thank you so much po, Doc Gia. Itong fourth question, any po sa inyong dalawa can answer. Somebody in my family has a mental illness. What are the chances that I will go through that as well?
Ayun, okay.
Any po.
Sige po.
Go
Well,
muna.
some mental health conditions can be passed on from one generation to another, no? So, yun yung biological na concept din or
Yes.
aspect ng mental health. That's why, dapat talaga sa bawat pamilya, meron din tayo, alam din natin yung history ng mental health conditions in the family. Kasi meron din naman na mga mental health conditions na pwede naman nating ma-prevent. That's why talagang prevention is, sabi nga nila, prevention is always better than cure, di ba? But in this case, yun nga, kinakailangan natin na alam natin yung history ng mental health conditions in the family so that we'll be able to address yung mga specific na situation agad-agad bago pa maging severe yung form.
Got it. Kayo po, Doc GM, anything to add po?
Yeah, I share the answer of Yana. Meron talaga may genetic predisposition yung tawag namin doon. So it's important that we are aware about it. But however, anyone naman can get affected by it. So know your history. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much po. And then for Miss Aliana, how can we be part of Youth for Mental Health? And are there upcoming events for students? Wow, ganda ng
Medyo
question.
kinilig ako dito sa question.
No,
Yeah, actually, in all honesty, no, we closed our membership recently, but we are reopening it this month, no, kasi nga we're getting a lot of messages from young people who wish to be part of the organization and really volunteer for the mental health advocacy. So, narinig po namin kayo. We'll be reopening the applications to be a member of Youth for Mental Health Coalition this Friday, actually. October 14 po. So, antabayanan niyo po yung aming application form na ilalagay po namin sa aming Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter. Hindi naman po mahirap, no, ang pagiging, pag-a-apply as member ng coalition. Kinakailangan lang po natin sagutan yung aming application form para lang din po mas makilala namin kayo. Dahil us in Y4MH, we are an inclusive group, no? Dahil ang gusto talaga namin ma-instill dito is yung community care. Na pagsali nyo sa organisasyon, hindi lamang kayo mag-volunteer for the advocacy, but also you get a family from the organization, a support group, no? That will also help you go through the specific challenges that you are going through. At the same time, meron po kami actually events this October. So magpa-promote na ako, sorry Claire.
Yes, okay
So
lang. Go ahead.
on October 21st, we have a discussion about mental health and social media. Most specifically, dahil social media na yung ating espasyo, no? Kung saan tayo nag-interact with other people. We also would want to normalize the conversation actually. Dahil minsan, no, we're still very shy to discuss or talk about mental health. But we want to normalize it para mas maintindihan natin, no, yung relevance or significance ng ating kalusugang pangkaisipan. And on October 23rd, we actually have this mental health muna, galaw laban sa stigma, no? So it's an interactive activity with all physical activities also, no? It will be held here in Metro Manila. Other details to follow in the following days. And ang gusto lang sana namin doon ay samahan nyo kami, no? Kasi itong well, basically, this is a yearly thing for Y4MH, but we had our last event like this noong 2019 kasi nga bigla nagkaroon ng pandemic. But binubuhay namin siya ulit ngayon. So, sama-sama po tayo sa October 23, hindi lamang para sa mga estudyante, kundi para sa lahat ng gustong sumali as we strive, no, to give more awareness sa ating publiko. At syempre, para mas maintindihan natin ano ba yung essence ng physical health sa ating mental health. Yan.
Mm-hmm. Alright, maraming salamat po. So sa lahat ng nanonood ngayon, sana po ay mag-participate tayo, sumali tayo, at supportahan natin ang mga events ng Y4MH. Alright, so bago ko po kayo i-let go, any final words po mula sa ating mga speakers this afternoon? Ms. Aliana muna.
Ayan, una sa lahat, no, maraming salamat sa Araneta City for actually doing this discussion. No? It's been a long time na naka-experience tayo ng pandemic, I think wala pa tayo dun sa post-pandemic na phase, no? And na-challenge talaga yung ating mental health ng COVID-19. That's why discussions like these are very important, no? Dahil ito yung particularly, I'm hoping that you feel like this is a safe space wherein you learn, you understand yourself more, and you also give that specific empathy, no, towards another person. I mean, from what you have learned today, I hope yun yung ma-apply natin sa ating mga interactions and relationships. Gusto ko lang idagdag din kanina, no, self-expression. Para sa akin, opinion ko lamang po, no, napaka-importante ng self-expression. Lalo na yung pagdamdam natin sa ating mga emosyon. Dahil ang ating mga emosyon ay nagsasabi sa atin, no, of who we actually are. No? So, I'm hoping that you also express when you're angry, when you are sad, when you're confused, when you're worried, and all of that. Because when you express all of those feelings, kahit hindi sila pleasant, no? Kahit unpleasant emotions sila, you get to understand yourself better. Pag hindi mo deprive yung sarili mo of that chance to actually know your emotions, you get to also learn how to manage them later on. And I believe yun yung pinaka-importante siguro sa lahat. I mean, I've heard from a lot of people, their stories in the last 6 years. And I would say, no, that majority of people I talk to, whenever they get to express themselves, mas nakakatulong yun sa kanila. And personally, sa akin din. Kaya sana magkaroon tayo ng lakas talaga, makita natin yung lakas to actually express ourselves. And lastly, siguro, no, alagaan ng sarili. I mean, easier said than done. But then, ito talaga yung makapagbigay sa atin ng chance for us to achieve the highest potential of our mental health. And syempre, katulad nga po ng lagi-lagi namin sinasabi, ikaw, ako, lahat tayo mahalaga. At sana maintindihan natin that we all deserve to experience life at its fullest, no? So, ipaglaban mo yung karapatan mo para sa iyong mental health, ipaglaban mo yung kasiyahan mo, choose to be happy, choose that path to happiness, and of course, realize your own worth. Dahil lahat ng yan all together, you'll be able to balance your challenges and of course, your physical and mental health. And di ba I think everyone wants, di ba, to be happy and be able to live their lives to the fullest. Kaya, happy Mental Health Day po sa inyo at maraming salamat po ulit sa pakikinig.
Maraming salamat, Aliana. Napakaganda naman ng iyong parting words sa ating audience this afternoon. And then finally, Doc Gia, kayo naman po.
Yeah, first of all, thank you to Araneta City for the invite. I'll just resonate kung ano yung sinabi ni Aliana. No one has the right to deprive you of how you feel. So again, lagi ko sinasabi, all feelings are valid. Kasi ikaw yan eh. Ikaw yan, emosyon mo yan. We deserve to be heard also. So I hope you take care of yourself, no? Because again, I'll end it with there's no health without mental health. So again, I know it's difficult, but in this world, especially nowadays, to be extra kind to one another is malaking bagay yan. Because you'll never know kung ano yung dinadala ng kasalubong mo. Baka mukhang happy siya, pero ang dami niya palang nararamdaman. So it pays to be a little kind, especially nowadays. And yan, sabi nga ni Vincent, live your life to the fullest. So yun, maraming salamat. Claire, Yana, it's so nice to see you. Eman and the group of Araneta, maraming salamat. I hope to more forums like this.
Thank you so much, Doc Gia. And there you have it, guys. Maraming salamat ulit sa ating mga guests this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Aliana Lagasca, Dr. Gia Season, and our Binibining Pilipinas second runner-up, Stacy Daniela Gabriel. Thank you also to all our viewers for joining us this afternoon. And I'm inviting everyone to visit the World Mental Health Campaign activities in Araneta City. Feel free to express your thoughts and emotions on the motivational wall at the Gateway Mall activity area. Ayan, we're showing it on the screen. And view the artworks created by Tarek Garcia. I hope to see you there, guys. And you can also join the digital promo of Araneta City entitled Tag Your Person. Follow the official social media pages of Araneta City for more details and updates. There you have it, guys. That marks the end of our program. If you were able to catch some memorable quotes and learnings from our speakers today, please post it on your social media accounts and don't forget to tag Araneta City and put hashtag City of Firsts, hashtag Mind Your Mind. Again, this has been Klaire Dulay, your host for today. See you all in the next Araneta City events at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Bye!